Now, let me ask you all something. How many of you grew up in a house where your parents didn't play? Like, one wrong look, and I mean just a wrong look, my parents will start with a cryptic proverb like, a bird that sings at midnight is calling for the hunter's net. Then, the whole armory will be out for you that day, including Mr. Perfect, which is the belt. Yeah, see, that's how I grew up. But Anita, my wife, she's more of a gentle parenting kind of mom. You know, timeouts, deep breaths, let's talk about our feelings. Friends, I don't have the software for this. So last Saturday, we had a situation. Our son, Kelvin, we call him Kev for short, decided it was a good idea to throw his tablet from the first floor to the ground floor, I mean a hole over 3.5 meters high. Now, I'm sitting there, trying to figure out how this boy's brain works. Anita comes in and sees me grabbing my belt. I call my belt Mr. Wisdom. She's like, Kofi, no. He's just a child. And I'm like, exactly. And this child needs to understand gravity and discipline. She says, let's sit him down and talk to him about his choices. I'm looking at her like, talk to him. Talk to him about what? The boy doesn't even know how to spell choices yet. But, you know, Anita is serious. So, we're sitting there, me fuming, Kev looking like he's about to audition for a Disney movie, and Anita's doing her thing. Kev, how do you feel about what you did? And this boy looks her dead in the eye and says, hungry. Now I'm trying not to laugh, but Anita, she's giving me that don't you dare look. She turns back to Kev and says, sweetheart, we're trying to teach you responsibility. Can you promise us not to do that again? And this boy says, maybe. That's when I stood up and said, Anita, we need to talk in the kitchen. In the kitchen, I told her, babe, I love your approach, but this boy is out here negotiating his punishment like he's in court. We have to meet in the middle. She sighed and said, okay, but no belt. Let's try consequences instead. In my mind, I am thinking, belt is why I'm responsible enough to marry you. So, we did not allow Kev watch his favorite cartoon on TV for 2 days. And guess what? It worked. The boy by himself will bring his tablet to us when he's done using it. Here's what I learned. Fellas, marriage is about compromise, even in parenting. I had to step back from my belt-first approach, and Anita had to admit that sometimes, timeouts alone don't cut it. If you and your spouse have different parenting styles, talk it out. Find what works for both of you and for the children. Because at the end of the day, you're not just raising children, you're building a family. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go make sure Kev isn't planning to drop my 15-inch laptop.